All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. We're about to get into this Dinger Tuesday breakdown. In quotes, Dinger Tuesday breakdown. Monday was terrible. We had a few call outs, a few chalky people went, Byron Buxton, Otani, all of that. I just did this for 20 minutes and then realized that my mic was muted. So I'm about to be speeding through this. One thing I want to say is I will be replying back to my emails after I upload this. As soon as I upload this, I'll start replying back to actually what I want you guys to do is this. If you have emailed me, if you have DM me on my HR targets personal, if you have DM me on my HR targets account, the business account, message me on my personal account. Send me just your email. I will literally be able to get you in the site within 30 seconds of me opening your message and replying to you. Once I open your message and I say I'm on it, king or queen, I will be able to copy your email, look up your subscription, and just reactivate you. If you have messaged me on both accounts, or if you have messaged me on multiple accounts, such as if you have messaged me on Discord, Twitter, and emailed me, go back to those sources, please, and re-message me and say I have been helped if you are going to message me on my personal account. So that way I don't get mixed up with who I have helped already on one account and another account in my emails, because you guys know there's so many people that I'm helping, so I won't remember if I helped you. So I don't want to have to message somebody and be like, "Have I helped you?" Um, if they haven't been helped, you guys can possibly just help me out by messaging me on whatever you were waiting on me for, and just say I have been helped, and just come over to my personal Twitter and message me. I will get to you. Now we're gonna get into this vulnerable slate. 5 vulnerable games. Like I was said, it's a dinger Tuesday, in quotes, be cautious. You know how that can go. We see how Monday just went. 37.4 projected home runs today. We got 5 vulnerable pitchers. There is a lot of vulnerable pitches on the mound where we can get um a lot of home runs produced, but we've seen this before yesterday for a prime example. But the very first vulnerable game out of these 5 games in a timely order is Zach Little versus Philly. 6 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 16 to lefties, 4 to righties as of this year, 32 to lefties, 24 to righties the past 2 years. So we know lefties having a field day with them. Your danger batters is Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, Alec Bohm, Edmund Sosa, Brandon Marsh. Your stack is Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, Gabriel Racones Jr., Bryson Stott, JT Remuto, Edmund Sosa, Alec Bohm, Derek Hill. Now our three, he's chalk. They're both chalk, but these are our three. Cal Schwarber, Bryce Harper, and then B Marsh is your heat check. He's the third as well. But since B Marsh is a heat check, outside of the heat check, we're going Alec Bohm. Um, Now hopping over to Jesus Luzardo. He's a pretty decent pitcher. Can get shelled sometimes, but only allow one. Well, 3 home runs allowed. 3 home runs allowed the last 5 games. No, 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games. But his last game that he gave up that 1 home run, um, he had 9 Ks. So pretty decent. 9 and 8 his last 2 starts. Had a 6 and 6. Worst performance the past 5 games was just 2 strikeouts. But 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 1 to lefties, 8 to righties as of this year. 3 to lefties, 22 to righties the past 2 years. So danger batters: James Wood, Curtis Mead, Dylan Cruz, C.J. Abrams, Jacob Young. Stack is James Wood, Curtis Mead, C.J. Abrams, Hubert Ruiz, Luis Garcia Jr., Dylan Cruz, Jacob Young, Jose Tena, Dylan Lau. Now, the people that we were going with, James Wood, CJ Abrams, and Curtis Mead is kind of your chalk. The three that I was liking for sure is Jacob Young, Luis Garcia Jr., and Ruiz. Those are the three that I was liking. Can see James Wood, Curtis Mead, CJ Abrams do it. They are the top 3 being pulled. Um, Look very nice as well. Curtis Mead has 5 home runs against lefties. James Wood has 5 home runs against lefties as well. I would say Jacob Young is more like my long shot, straight bet. Um, Luis Garcia Jr., kind of a long shot, straight bet as well. But I would say he's my third choice. Um, Curtis Mead would be like my second. And then you can choose between James Wood and CJ Abrams. I'm not gonna make that choice for you personally. I would just say CJ Abrams if you guys wanted me to choose. He does have the hotter bat, but James Wood is in that leadoff spot that has the most home runs. So take either one. Either one's a bad choice. You know that this is CJ Abrams spot. They are kind of tied with home runs. I actually just noticed that his leadoff spot just get walked a lot. Maybe walk him, maybe not, knowing that he don't give it up to lefties. So we go to the very next vulnerable game. Don't want to take too long. Edward Cabrera versus New York Mets. 7 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 7 to lefties this year, 7 to righties this year. So it's 50-50. 17 to lefties the past 2 years and 14 to righties the past 2 years. We have your danger batters, which is Juan Soto, Eric Wagman, Jared Young, Mark Vientos, MJ Melendez. And then your stack is Juan Soto, Eric Wagman, Jared Young, Mark Vientos, MJ Melendez, Carson Bench, Francisco Alvarez, Marcus Semien, AJ Ewing. Juan Soto has the home run against the pitcher. Chalk, go to, can get walked, 3 walks. All his walks was this year or career, one or the other. All his plate appearances probably is from this year. Is one or the other, not too sure. 2 to 4 milestone is well. Love Tuesdays, not the best day, but can get it done. Um, we know it's Juan Soto. We don't really base it off of days. Days is just for milestones. Very vulnerable, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, pretty decent roller coasters. He roller coaster a lot, but favorite Juan Soto for sure. Chalk, Mark Vientos second. We're going Marcus Semien as our third. If you're not liking Marcus, you can take Jerry Young. Jerry Young isn't a bad choice. Carson Bench is your heat check. He just has nothing off the top 3 pitch mixes. So we move over to the other side. Uh Senga, Kodak Senga. 7 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 3 home runs to lefties, 4 home runs to righties as of this year. 10 home runs to lefties, 9 home runs to righties the past 2 years. One thing I do want to say is there's a chance of this game being rained out or being postponed or just delayed. 30%, 20% chance of rain. So your danger batters is Ian Happ, PCA, Mike Conforto, Justin Dean, Matt Shaw. One thing I do want to say again is that we've seen that this game got delayed, I think, yesterday. So it could be delayed. But again, danger batters Ian Happ, PCA, Michael Conforto, Justin Dean, Matt Shaw. The stack is Michael Conforto, PCA. Michael Conforto, PCA, Ian Happ, Seiya Suzuki, Justin Dean, Matt Shaw, Michael Bush, Dan Swanson. And then Pedro Ramirez. We're going Michael Conforto. He's been pulled as a top stack, and I think I did look at him. Um, I walked twice, lefty on righty. He does give it up to lefties primarily. We know he haven't really been doing anything, but he's been pulled at the top, so see what he can do today. But our original PCA, Ian Happ, Suzuki. Those are the 3 that we were going with. You could take Michael Conforto. He's probably like straight bettable. Um, that's if he even plays. I'm not too sure if he's been playing a lot. I haven't been tracking. Yeah, he haven't played the past 3 games, so that's if he plays. So moving over to the very next vulnerable game, though, we have Brandon Sprout versus Cincinnati. 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 5 to lefties as of this year. 8 to righties as of this year. 5 to left and 8 to right the past 2 years. So the same stats for this year is the same thing. The past 2 years, pretty much. Wimp on the right field, not a lot to go off of. Your danger batters is JJ Bleday, Sal Stewart, Nathaniel Lau, Spencer Steer, Eugenio Suarez. Your stack is JJ Bleday, Nathaniel Lau, Sal Stewart, Matt McClain, Spencer Steer, Novelli Marte, Eugenio Suarez, Will Benson, Dane Myers. Now I'm happy I redid my video because I have my people wrong. I did my last video, I did JJ Bleday, Spencer Steer, and Eugenio Suarez. But it's actually Spencer Steer, Matt McClain. We're like in Spencer Steer, Matt McClain. And it is JJ Bleday, lefty on righty. Could get it done. Chalky. I would say JJ is Bleday. JJ Bleday is kind of chalky, so we're gonna go Matt McClain, Spencer Steer. Matt JJ Bleday. I mean, Matt McClain, Spencer Steer, and then Suarez. See Suarez. If you're not liking Suarez, take Sal Stewart. JJ Bleday is your chalk though. That guy is pretty much chalk. He's like the go-to. He's the main pick of the team. Everybody picks him. So Nick Lodolo, one home run allowed to lefties. I'm just always gonna state that as soon as I start my videos with this guy. Four home runs allowed to, four home runs allowed the last 5 games. One to lefties this year, seven to righties as of this year as well. Four to lefties the past 2 years, 26 to right the past 2 years. So pretty much giving it up to righties. He do not give it up to lefties. Danger batters Kristen Yelich, Jackson Cheerio, Bryce Terang, William Contreras, and then you got Jake Bowers. Your stack is Jackson Cheerio, Jake Bowers, Gary Sanchez, Bryce Terang, Andrew Vaughn, Blake Perkins, Kristen Yelich, Garrett Mitchell, and then you got William Contreras. They're being pulled as your top three. Gary Sanchez is on a decline, though, barely plays. Jackson Cheerio is our go-to right now. If he plays, you could take Gary Sanchez, but I'm liking Andrew Vaughn as well. And then William Contreras, I think it was. Yeah, William Contreras. Like I said, we need a righty. Lefties not really touching them. You don't really give it up to lefties like that. Just going with righties. So again, that's Jackson Cheerio, William Contreras, and then Andrew Vaughn. Yep, my bad. Your danger batters: Kristen Yelich, Jackson Cheerio, Bryce Turner, William Contreras, Jake Bowers. Your stack is Jackson Cheerio, Jake Bowers, Gary Sanchez, Bryce Turner, Andrew Vaughn, Blake Perkins, Kristen Yelich, Garrett Mitchell, William Contreras. I think I said that. I'm not too sure. Um, but yeah, we move over to the very next vulnerable game in a timely order. Boom, 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 boom. Colorado versus Boston. Very last vulnerable game. Sony Gray, Mr. Reverse the Clock himself. And the reason why I call him Mr. Reverse the Clock is because one day he can wake up and give you 4 strikeouts with a lot of home runs, or he can wake up and give you 7 strikeouts with no home runs. It's whenever he feel like reversing the clock. That's what I call him, Mr. Reverse the Clock. I'm not too sure if somebody else call him that, if that's his nickname, or if that's just what I call him. But I call him that because he's so roller coastery, but it's so efficient with his roller coaster. Like it's not really a difference. It's either 6, 7, 8. Sometimes he'll go over, but when he does go under, it's usually like 3, 4, 2, with at least like 2 home runs given up. He gave up 3 ERs, but as you can see, when he's feeling in that I don't care, he's giving up home runs. When he's feeling like reversing the clock, he can get you strikeouts and no home runs. And it seems like he do that every 2 games. His last game, he was in his I don't care, so he potentially reversed the clock today. But just keep that in mind. Home runs allowed the last 5 games for Sony Gray is 4. 5 to lefties, 3 to righties as of this year, 15 to left, 18 to right the past 2 years. So we could pretty much take both. Your danger batters is TJ Rumfield, Hunter Goodman, Cole Carrick, or Cole Carrick. I don't know why I keep calling him Carrick. TJ Rumfield, Hunter Goodman, Cole Carrick, Jake McCarthy, then Braxton Fulford. Your stack is Mickey Moniak, Mickey Moniak. Hunter Goodman, TJ Rumfield, Cole Carrick, Jake McCarthy, Braxton Fulford, Brett Sullivan, Troy Johnston, and then you got Cal Carroll. If Mickey Moniak is playing, you can take him. Lefty on righty kills the pitch mix. You can definitely take Mickey Moniak. Mickey Moniak, Hunter Goodman, TJ Rumfield. If you're not liking TJ Rumfield, you could swap them out for Cole Carrick. They're both straight bettable. Plus 600s, plus 500s, plus 800s, whatever. Um, yeah, plus 600. So you can definitely straight bet them if you're liking them. Gives it up to lefties as well. Would be lefty on righties. He's a switch. Hit off varieties. TJ Love cranking off varieties. Hunter Goodman cranks off varieties as well. Those are your top 3. Didn't really look at anybody else. Didn't really feel the need to look at anybody else because, like how I said, if he decides to reverse the clock, you at least want to know somebody that's going to get it done. I feel like these 3 are the people that's going to get it done. Um, Jake McCarthy holds that platoon and he is straight bettable as well. So you kind of have 3 people that you can straight bet and just pretty much your one solid parlayable person, I would say. But going over to the other side, Sullivan versus Boston. 2 home runs allowed the last 2 games. He's a bullpen pitcher. Okay, I got the hiccup. Sorry. Uh, 2 home runs allowed the last 2 games that he started. One to lefties, one to righties as of this year. One to left, one to right the past 2 years as well. We have wind blowing out in this game. Just want to say this: 13 miles an hour to left field, but then it starts to blow in 8 miles an hour, which starts to deteriorate later into the game. The danger batters is Rafaela, William Brew, Wilson Contreras, JD, Caleb Durbin. Stack is Wilson Contreras, Nate Eaton or Nate Aiden, Caden Rafaela, Connor Wong, Jaron Duran, William Brew, Caleb Durbin, Anthony, Andrew Monasterio. Wilson Contreras is our go-to main person that crank off for lefties. Then we got Rafael as the second. And then you can go Caleb Durbin as the third. That's who we're going with. You maybe see JD and William Brew maybe do it since he's a bullpen pitcher. That bullpen maybe come out. Bullpen has a high ERA as well, but those are the three that we go with. And now we go in a timely order. If I can stop clicking my scroll wheel. Houston versus Toronto. We have Peter Lambert, 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 1 to lefties, 5 to righties. As of this year, 4 to left, 9 to right the past 2 years. So danger batters: George Springer, Don Varsho, Akumoto, Jesus Sanchez, Ernie Clement. Your stack: Akumoto, Jesus Sanchez, Brandon Valenzuela, Dalton Varsho, George Springer, Andres Gimenez, David Snyder, Ernie Clement, Luis Reyes. Akumoto favorite. George Springer second favorite. Jesus Sanchez is your third. If you're not liking Jesus Sanchez, swap him out for Brandon Valenzuela. I just want somebody that's in a platoon, that's a lefty. You could probably see Varsho do it if he does play. Lefty on righty holds the platoon, cranks off for righty, 50% K rate for him. But yeah, those are the three that we're going with for sure. Akumoto, Springer, and then Springer's the favorite. Akumoto is the second favorite. He's your heat check. Then Sanchez is the third. You maybe see Varsho, like how I said, would hold that platoon. If you want a platoon person, I would say Jesus Sanchez, Varsho, or um Brandon Valenzuela. Since he's a switch, he can put himself in platoon, and he loves cranking off varieties on top of that. So that's that for that game. Going over to the other side, your you have Bieber, Shane. I know that he's just came off the IL, so it's not a lot to go off of. It won't show any home runs the last 5 games or the past 2 years. So danger batters: JP, Jordan, Christian Walker, Isaac, Jose Altuve. Your stack is Jordan Alvarez, Christian Walker, Isaac, JP, Jose, Christian, Bryce, Cam, Jake. Jordan, Christian, Isaac. You could see JP, Jose Altuve do it. Christian Vasquez is more on the straight bet side. He has history against the pitcher, has a lot of hits. So these are our three right here. Could see Altuve do it or JP as well. They both crank off varieties. Not bad choices. All have high bats as well. Um, so yeah. Very next vulnerable game. Avila. Winder Avila. 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games. I think he's a bullpen pitcher as well. No, he just gave up a whole bunch of ERs and a whole bunch of home runs. So 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 3 to lefties, 1 to righties as of this year, 3 to left, 1 to right the past 2 years as well. Your danger batters for oh shit. Oh, my bad. I just cursed. I'm not starting over. Uh I accidentally hit my mic and muted my mic. But your danger batters for today is Yandy Diaz, Johnny DeLuca, Jonathan Aranda, Junior Caminero, Ryan Velade. Stack, Junior Caminero, Jonathan Aranda, Victor Mesa Jr., Yandy Diaz, Ryan Velade, Johnny DeLuca, Cedric Mullins, Hunter Fiducia, and then Richie Palacio. Richie Pistachios. We know their bats is kind of dead, bro. Johnny DeLuca, Ryan Velade is straight bettable for sure. If you're liking them, could put 10 on them. Make a nice $80 for the day. You get what I'm saying? Ryan Velade get you 90, so 20 for 180. If you liking both of these, especially against this pitcher, super vulnerable. Need a lefty. Ryan Velade is your righty. Johnny DeLuca is your righty. I wouldn't say you need them. Gives it up to both. It's not like it's a super huge gap. It's 3-1, so Yandy for sure. Jonathan Aranda. If you're liking Junior, you can take Junior. Pick your poison between Ryan or Johnny DeLuca. Cedric Mullins is not a bad choice as well. He's definitely a straight bet at plus 1,000, bro. But you have three straight bets from that game that you can play. You can choose, play all three if you're feeling risky. Um, and then yeah. So now going over to the other vulnerable game, we got Shane McClanahan. Yeah, Shane McClanahan. One home run allowed the last 5 games, zero to left, three to right as of this year, zero to left, three to the right as of the past 2 years as well. We have Carter Jensen, where your danger batters is Carter Jensen, Mikael Garcia, Jack, Salvador Perez, and then Michael Macy. The stack is Jack, John Rave, Bobby Wood Jr., Carter Jensen, Nick Lofton, Michael Macy, Salvador, Lane Thompson, Mikael Garcia Jr. Well, I was going with, since we kind of need righties, it seemed like he only gives it up to righties. I was going with John Rave is a lefty. You could take him, but Bobby's injured. That leaves us with Lane Thomas as the first choice. Salvador is the second choice. Um, and you could possibly straight bet Nick Lofton, since he only gives it up to righties, but we maybe see a lefty do it to him. Just maybe. You maybe see like Carter or Jack do it. So you can choose one of them as your third, Carter or Jack. Jack looks a little bit more solid, does have more home runs against lefties. So yeah. So I'll take Salvi. I mean Lane Thomas, Salvi, and then Jack. Those would be my three. You can see Mikael Garcia Jr. do it. He's been pulled second. He's a righty, so that's the reason why he's been pulled second as well, 9 times out of 10. Or the site is just seeing something that I'm not seeing. So like I said, you can do your own research. Make sure you do your own research. You can base off of just the danger batters that is pulling, just your top five, your very first one, like literally your very first one that actually looks good, like Andy, whatever the case may be. Um, George Springer, JP, that could be like your three man if you're liking it, but you get my memo on what I'm saying. Seattle versus Pittsburgh, we have George Kirby. Kirby's decent. He's not woo, but he's decent. 3 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 5 to left, 4 to right. As of this year, 14 to left, 10 to right the past 2 years. Your danger batters is Bilal, Tyler, Esmeralyn Valdez, Brian Reynolds, and then Spencer Horwitz. I always call him Hortz. Your stack is Brandon Lowe, Tyler Callahan, Ryan O'Hearn, Brian Reynolds, Spencer Horwitz, Esmeralyn Valdez, Andy Rodriguez, Henry Davis, and then Marcelo Ozuna. He loud, chalky, lefty on right. He can't get it done. Wind blowing the right field. Pitcher gives it up to lefties. You can't see him do it. Power here to George Springer is not George Springer. George Kirby is kind of a good pitcher. You get what I'm saying? So you kind of want to go with B Loud. Has that platoon advantage as well. Ryan Reynolds is a switch. Could put himself into a platoon. I know when the world was on him, he don't go. As soon as like nobody's on him, he goes, which is kind of crazy. But has a triple against the pitcher. Can't get it done like in Brian Reynolds. Spencer Horowitz. Like in Spencer, lefty on righty as well, very disciplined. Don't really K, 13% K rate. Um, killing his pitch mix as well. Loves smacking off a righty. Could see them three do it. If you're not liking Spencer, you can swap him out for your boy. Um, Ryan O'Hearn, lefty on righty, has a home run against the pitcher, making very nice contact. Liking Ryan O'Hearn, y'all know how I feel about Ryan O'Hearn as well. He's my favorite as like a player. Um, over B Loud, but when it comes down to performance, B Loud is the better go to. But he does fly out a lot. So pretty much I'll say my three is B Loud, Ryan O'Hearn, Brian Reynolds, then Spencer Hortz is like a straight bet. Or Brian O'Hearn can be a straight bet actually, and then you can just swap in Spencer Hortz as the top three. There it goes. Um for the Seattle side, 3 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 5 to lefties, 2 to righties as of this year, 18 to left, 10 to right past 2 years. So danger batters Dominic Canzone, Luke, Colt, Julio, JP Crawford. Your stack is Luke, Colt, Dominic Canzone, Julio, JP Crawford, Josh Naylor, Cal, Connor, Mitch Garver. Josh Naylor has a home run against the pitcher. Lefty on righty, platoon. Luke Rayleigh is being pulled first. Dominic Canzone, platoon as well. Those can be your lefties. But the way that Luke Rayleigh has been performing, if you want to swap Luke Rayleigh out, you can swap him out for Julio. Julio is more straight bettable though, for some reason. Maybe because it's righty and righty. Um, Mitch Car Mitch Keller, not Mitch Garver. Mitch Keller is pretty decent as well. So Dominic Canzone, Josh Naylor, and then yeah, Dominic Canzone, Josh Naylor, the way it's looking, and you can either take Luke Rayleigh or Julio. You maybe even see Cole Emerson do something. He's straight bettable as well. So you really have two straight bets, I would say. Cole Emerson and Julio is crazy, but they're straight bettable. Really, Colt is more straight bettable at the plus 900. Julio is solid. Dominic Canzone is solid. Josh Naylor is kind of straight bettable, but he's solid as well. Lefty on righty holds that platoon, but Luke Rayleigh holds the platoon as well, making contact off the pitcher, not really striking out. So you have a lot of lefties that should be able to do it today. I'm hoping for this Tuesday. One of these lefties would be able to do it. I'm gonna just go with Dominic Canzone, Luke Rayleigh, and Josh Naylor. You want to throw in your sleeper, swap out Josh Naylor for Julio, and we keep it pushing. Going over to the next game, Texas versus Miami. Cal Quantrill, or Quantrill. 0 home runs allowed the last 3 games. One to lefties as of this year, 2 to righties, 9 to lefties as of last year, or the past 2 years, 16 to righties. So pretty much want to lean on the righty. Cal Stowers do have a home run against them. Not really doing nothing off of the cutter as of this year, but last year he was killing the pitch mix all the way across the board. Last year, Cal Stowers was 10 times better than this year, Cal Stowers. So Cal Stowers not a bad look. Liking Ruiz today. Berto Hernandez. If you're not liking Herberto or Ruiz, you can swap out any last one of those people. Um, who was it that we were liking today? Lefty or righty? I think it was more of a long shot. Xavier Edwards on a straight bet. Don't really strike out. Has the launch angle. Has the pull. Um, but your danger bat is Herberto, Otto Lopez, Cal Stowers, Xavier Edwards, Esteury Ruiz. I'm not too sure if I did this. My bad, y'all. Griffin Connon, Cal Stowers, Esteury Ruiz, Owen Casey, Roberto Hernandez, Xavier Edwards, Otto Lopez, Joe Mack, Brian Everito. So let's see Joe Mack do it as well. There's like a lot of lefties on like righties going on. Could be a lefty day to be honest with you. When you see that happening, a lot of righties on the mound, should be a lot of lefties cranking. But to stamp it, let's go Cal Stowers. Joe Mack, Xavier Edwards. To take Ruiz on a straight bet, you can take Herberto. Huh? You can take Xavier on a straight bet, but he's really my sleeper, I would say. Him or Herberto, whichever one. We got Cal and Joe Mack like stamped though for right now. They're like, I want to say they're locks, but they're stamped. Maybe even see Griffin do something, but he has a high K rate. I'm going over to the other side. Sandy Alcantara, 6 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 9 to lefties, 3 to righties as of this year, 22 to left, 12 to right as of this year. Now your danger batters is Jock Peterson, Wyatt Lane for Josh Jung, Brandon Nimmo, Jake Berger. Your stack is Jock Peterson, Justin Foskey, Elias Diaz, Jake Berger, Wyatt Lane for Brandon Nimmo, Josh Jung, Ezekiel Duran, and then Cal Hagishioka. However you say this guy's name. Ezekiel Duran has a home run against the pitcher as a heat check. Then you also have Elias Diaz, who has a home run against the pitcher. Then you also have Brandon Nimmo, who has a home run against the pitcher. So Elias Diaz and um Ezekiel Duran is more straight bettable if you're liking them. Like how I said, we have a lot of people that's straight bettable that you can take today. But the people that we're like, even Jock Peterson has a home run against the pitcher. I didn't see this. And he holds that platoon lefty on righty. So the people that we're going with today is Brandon Nimmo, Jock Peterson, Jake Berger, take Elias Diaz, and Elias Diaz and Ezekiel Duran on a straight bet if you're liking them. Josh Jung is even straight bettable if you're liking him. Not really liking Josh Jung right now until I see the pitcher that he has home runs against the top three pitch mixes. Um, but yeah, those are the three we're gonna go with. Jock Peterson, especially if he's in a leadoff spot. Loves that leadoff spot. If he's not in that leadoff spot, we fall back from Jock and we go Brandon Nimmo, Jake Berger, and then um Brandon Nimmo, Jake Berger, and Wyatt Langford. I'm not too sure who I just said, to be honest with you. Yeah, Wyatt Langford, Jake Berger, Brandon Nimmo. But if Jock Peterson is in that leadoff spot, we drop Wyatt Langford and we take uh Jock Peterson. Now, if you guys keep up with that, you guys can keep up with that. My bad for being confusing. New York Yankees versus Detroit. We got Carlos Rodon, 3 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 2 to lefties, 1 to righties as of this year, 7 to left, 18 to right the past 2 years. So Kevin McConaughey, Dylan Dingler, Kerry Carpenter, Riley Green, Spencer Torkelson, Spencer Torkelson. Jesus, I can't say his last name for some reason. Spencer Torkelson. Whatever. Why am I chalking this man's name today? Detroit stack is Dylan Dingler. Now I'm about to be chalking it, bro. I don't even want to say it because I feel like I'm a chalk it, bro. Dylan Dingler, Kerry Carpenter, Spencer Torkelson, Riley Green, Hal Yu Lee, Tri Cruz, Kevin McConaughey, Matt Vierlin, James Outman. I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking about these emails, bro. I'm trying to get you guys in. Um, Gives it up to righties. Go Dylan Ding Ding. Ding 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 Ding. Spencer Torkelson can get it done. Can get it done. Let's see. Look, I'm already messing up. Spencer Torque, Ding Ding Man. Ding Ding Man first. Spencer Torque second. I want to say Matt Vierlin as a third, but you can go Kerry Carpenter or Riley Green. Riley Green don't really crank off of lefties like that though. Only 2 of the lefties, 4 of the lefties the past 2 years compared to Kerry Carpenter probably don't play. They probably pull him. Every time he's facing the lefty, he gets pulled, bro. So they maybe pull him today. They maybe pull him and we just go Riley Green, Spencer Torque, and Matt Vierlin. Because I promise you, he maybe have one plate appearance, Kerry Carpenter, and they're gonna pull him. They're gonna pull him. So be careful. Play him if you want to. You can say F what Exotics is saying. I'm gonna play who I want to play. But no home runs, 15 plate appearances. 3 home runs, 63 plate appearances. They always pull him. They did it to him last game. He had one at bat, I think, or I don't even know if he had in that bat, and they pulled him out because they don't play him against righties. I mean, they don't play him against lefties. They only like playing Kerry Carpenter against righties. So the three that we're going with: Dylan Dingler, Spencer Torque, and then Matt McClain. I mean Matt Vierlin, not Matt McClain. Matt Vierlin is our third. Casey Mize versus New York Yankees. 1 home run allowed the last 5 games, 0 to lefties, 3 to right. As of this year, 8 to left, 16 to right the past 2 years. So, variety. Your danger batters is Amir Rosario, Ben Rice, Cody, and then Jazz. My bad. Your stack is Ben Rice, Cody, Paul, Ahmed, Jazz, Jason, Spencer, Brian, Max. Um, we're gonna go with Cody. It's our favorite. Ben Rice is chalk. You know he's the go-to. But we're going with Cody as our favorite today. Then who did I have? Cody was my favorite. Ryan McMahon was my second. And I think it was Jazz or Paul Goldie as my third. Bro, what did I just do? My mouse is stuck on the scroll wheel. Hello? Bruh. Bro, what did I just do? Why is my scroll wheel? It's bro, whatever, bro. Aye, aye, aye. It's always something. Give me a sec. Let me see how I can fix this. Let's see what is going on, bro. I don't know what I just did. Like, uh, bro, I don't know what I just did. I was just using my scroll wheel, and I think it's just like, I don't know. Maybe that's okay, there we go. I'm tripping. I had to just press F11. Why did it just do that? But whatever. Let's move. That just caused like a nah, stop clicking the scroll wheel, bro. I'm over here testing it to see if it'll do it again. But we going Cody B, Cody B, Ryan McMahon, and then Ben Rice. That's the three. Even though Ben Rice is chalk, let's move. Where are we at in this video? Okay, 36 minutes. Yeah, let's move. We got we did this game, did this game, did this game. We got the Dodgers versus Minnesota. Justin Robleski. 4 home runs left the last 5 games. 4 to lefties, 2 to righties. As of this year, 7 to left, 5 to right. The past 2 years have a high chance of this game being rained out. 50% chance of rain in this game start at 6 o'clock. Yeah, we have a high chance of this game being rained out. But your danger batters is Trevor Leonard, Brian Buxton, Cody Clemens, Josh Bell, Royce Lewis. Your stack is Byron Buxton, Ryan, Cody, Brooks, Josh, Royce, Kyler, Tristan, Trevor. The ones that I'm going with in our top three, of course, Byron Buxton, Big Bucks truck, and that's if this game plays. Just be cautious. Big Bucks truck. Royce Lewis. No, Big Bucks truck. Brooks Lee and Cody Clemens. No, it was Big Bucks truck. Josh Bell, actually. Yeah, it was Josh Bell. Big Bucks truck. Josh Bell. Brooks Lee is the straight bet. Um, and I think it was Trevor Leonard for our third. Lefty on lefty. He's a straight bet. Yeah, so just them three. We're gonna go Byron Buxton, Josh Bell, Royce Lewis. You can swap Josh Bell out for Brooks Lee, but I feel like Brooks Lee is always gonna be a straight bet. Um, Cody Clemens is not a bad look as well. You can get it done. Looks very nice against the pitch mixes lefty on lefty. He does have a few home runs against lefties, 2 home runs against lefties this year. So I feel like Byron and Brooks Lee actually would be more solid. 3 home runs against lefties, 5 against lefties last year. He can platoon himself as well. So yeah, Byron Buxton, Cody Clemens, then go Royce Lewis. Um, Swap Royce Lewis out for Josh Bell if you want to. Those are the three. We move over to the very next side. Injury roll highs. 0 to left, 0 to right, 0 home runs the last 3 games, 0 home runs the last 2 years. So it's not a lot to go off of. Lefty versus righties. Well, he's a left-hand pitcher. We know Max Muncy, he don't crank off of lefties. Could get it done, but he don't crank off of lefties. So going Andy Pajes today. Otani. Freddie Freeman is your heat check. But I'm liking doodle bets. Freddie Freeman on the heat check side. Then we could go Otani. If you're not liking Otani, go Andy Paez. Doodle bets is like the favorite today, though. I'm probably not gonna play this game because of this rain. Going over to the very next vulnerable game. Oh, my bad. The danger batters is Otani, Andy Paez, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Max Muncy. Oh my God, don't start. Your stack is Andy Paez, Otani, Dalton Rushing, Max Muncy, Freddie Freeman, Ryan Ward, Mookie Betts, Tommy Edman, and then Cal Tucker. I think I did the danger batters for this in the stack, but your danger batters Trevor Lenard, Byron Buxton, Cody Clemens, Josh Bell, Royce Lewis. Stack Byron Buxton, Ryan, Cody, Brooks, Josh, Royce, Kyler, Tristan, Trevor. Going over to the next game, Parker Messick has a pretty decent K rate. Just want to throw that out there. The home runs allowed the last 5 games is two home runs to lefties, 6 to righties as of this year, 3 to lefties, 9 to righties the past 2 years. The danger batters Miguel, Andrew, Cal Teal, Colson Montgomery, Braden Montgomery, Colson Montgomery, then Braden Montgomery. That was just a tongue twister. Then your stack is Randall, Miguel, Colson, Jr., Drew, Braden, Tristan, Cal, Andrew. I would personally say Randall favorite for this situation. Miguel Vargas, even though he's been kind of selling, Miguel Vargas is second, and I'll say Drew Romo, but you maybe see Sam. I'm not too sure who they will play. Drew Romo just has a high K rate. Haven't really did anything in a while as well. But yeah, Randall Miguel for sure. I'll say Braden Montgomery. Let's go Randall, Miguel, then Braden. Maybe see somebody else do something. Going over to the other side, my bad. Mr. Berkey boy, this is Mr. Sean or Sheen or Sean. Um, I be knowing some weird dudes who name be Sean, bro. I'd be like, okay, that's kind of a weird spelling, but he can get you like 5, 6 Ks. I don't know if you guys remember the past 2 days. I've been telling you the White Sox have around 2 to 3 good pitchers. Anthony K, um, Davis, Martin, and then this guy. I think this is a third one, and they have one more. I think these are like their three like best solid pitchers. But 7 to lefties. Well, 2 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 7 to left, 3 to right. As of this year, 19 to left, 14 to right the past 2 years. So we pretty much want to go with both. We don't have to lean on the lefty this because they're getting lefties have the edge this year. But once again, 6 Ks, kind of want both. So I was going with Travis. Well, my bad. The danger batters Travis, David, Brian, Rice, Cal. The stack is Travis, Cal, Rice, Daniel, Petey Halpin, Brian Rocio, Khalil Watson, Gabriel Reyes, and David Fry. I would say we're going with Cal and Travis. Cal was my favorite. Travis was my second. And then we can go Rice Hoskins or Brian Rocio. Daniel Sneeman is more on a straight bet. I think Brian Rocio is straight bettable as well. So yeah, you can take them two on a straight bet if you're liking them. We're just gonna go Cal, Travis as a second. Um, Rice Hoskins as the third. Yeah, we're gonna go Rice Hoskins. That K rate is insane for David Fry. I'm going over to the next vulnerable game. We got Arizona versus St. Louis. Eduardo Rodriguez, 5 home runs allowed the last 5 games. 1 to the left, 8 to right, 5 to left, 29 to right the past 2 years. So the 1 to left, 8 to right is this year. 5 to left, 29 to right is the past 2 years. The danger batters is JJ Weatherholt, Ivan Herrera, Alec Burleson, Jordan Walker, Lars Newbar. Your stack for St. Louis is Jordan Walker, Nelson Velasquez, Ivan Herrera, Blaze Jordan, Alec Brian, Nathan, JJ, Lars. Now we know Jordan Walker is like the chalk. It's kind of the go-to in this situation. If you ask me, he's the righty. I don't want to go with a righty right now. Him and Ivan Herrera is kind of like the main go-tos. You can choose your third between Blaze, Nelson, or just taking Alec Burleson. Um, but I'm for sure liking maybe even see JJ Weatherholt do something, but you don't give it up to lefties. It's lefty on lefties, and his pitcher is actually kind of decent. Like he gives up home runs, but it don't seem like he gives it up to the people that should get it off of him. It's always that random person, if you ask me. Zach Neto got it, Novelli Marte got it, Dylan Cruz. So like Novelli, I mean Novelli was on a heater during this time, but Novelli, Dylan Cruz, Curtis Mead, that's a righty, Casey Smith, another righty. Colson Montgomery, a lefty. So Colson is the one lefty that got one off of him. Miguel Vargas, Jeremiah Jackson, Louis Brock. So it's like, I mean, a few big names in there, but it's like a few people that you wouldn't expect out of all the righties that he didn't face. So it probably would be like a Nelson Velasquez, Blaze Jordan for sure. Probably a Ivan Herrera. Ivan Herrera could be a straight bet if you don't want to parlay him. But Jordan Walker, Ivan Herrera is like our main go-to. He maybe see, just maybe see JJ Weatherholt or Alec Burleson. I'll go with them three, yeah. Jordan Walker, Alec Burleson, Ivan Herrera. Ivan Herrera is first, Jordan Walker second, Alec Burleson is third. Have given up, oh no, he given up six. He given up one to lefties. Yeah, he's given up one to lefties, and that one to lefty was to Colson this year. Five to lefties the past 2 years, so it's not really, I mean, Alec Burleson could be a solid choice, yeah. Alec and JJ could be solid. JJ and that lead off with the most home runs as well. They probably swap him out for Jordan Walker. Um, I mean, not Jordan Walker. What am I talking about? Who? It's somebody else that normally takes that spot. Unless it's just always JJ Weather. Hold on, I'm tripping. That's just always JJ Weatherholt. He only bat eight 2 times. Okay, never mind. So yeah, it could be JJ Weatherholt, Jordan Walker, and then Ivan Herrera. Yeah, could see Alec Burleson do it too. Not a bad choice. It's the 1, 2, and 3 spots. So it just depends on who's in those batting spots. That's kind of who you want to take. Now, Cal Lee, 3 home runs allowed the last 5 games, six to lefties, three to righties as of this year, nine to left, five to right the past 2 years. Wind is blowing in 6 to 5 miles an hour in this game. So it's kind of something to pull um balls back, no Diddy, to deteriorate the home runs. That's what I should say, because that was crazy calm. But your danger batters for Arizona is Cattell, Corbin, Nolan, Adrian, and Tommy Troy. Your deck is Corbin, Cattell, Jorge, Nolan, Gabriel, Tommy Troy, Tim Tawa, Adarmo Vargas, and Adrian Del Castillo. And we know he gives it up to lefties and righties. Mainly give it up to lefties. We call Corbin up front. Cattell, switch hitter. Tommy Troy could do it, righty. You could take him on the straight if you liking him for a heat check. Um, Same thing with Vargas. If you're liking Vargas, you could probably take him on a straight as well. But really, it's nobody that's really doing anything. I'll just say Corbin and Cattell. Um, if you want to risk it with Adrian Del Castillo, no, I wouldn't say that. I'll say, yeah, Corbin Cattell. You could maybe go Marino. You can go Marino. He's safe. Yeah. Now, Boston versus Colorado did that. Baltimore at Los Angeles. We have Shane Baz versus the Angels. 1 home run allowed the last 5 games for the lefties, for the righties, 13 to left, 21 to right the past 2 years. So we have your danger batters, Zach, Joe, Jorge, Wade, Denzer. Your stack is Zach, Donovan, Denzer, I almost said Jorge. Zach, Donovan, Denzer, Denzer, Zach, Donovan, Denzer, Jose, Jorge, Oswald, Joe Adele, Wade Meckler, and Von Grisham. Denzer. But I'll say lefties and righties, Zach Neto, Jorge. I don't want righties though, to be honest with you. Seem like righties is doing a little bit more than what lefties are doing. Maybe see Donovan Walton and Wade Meckler. Those are your two straight bets. Joe Adele is not a bad look. I'll say Zach, Jorge. I didn't even know that he was in the lineup. He snuck into the lineup yesterday. I woke up and was like, wow. Hmm. Yeah, let's go Zach Neto. Jorge. Let's throw Wade Meckler on there for a long shot. That's who we're gonna go with. Now Ryan Johnson, 3 home runs allowed the last 2 starts. Bullpen pitcher, 2 to left, 3 to right, 5 to left, 4 to right the past 2 years. So the 2 to left, 3 to right is this year. Wind is blowing out in this game. Your danger batters is Gunner, Pete, Kobe, Blaze, Colton. Your stack is Gunner, Samuel, Pete, Kobe, Jackson, Colton, Jeremiah, Blaze, Sam. Blaze Alexander is doing his thing. They finally giving my boy some plate appearances and all of that at bats. Nice to see my boy doing something. Last year, he was kind of like the GOAT of Arizona. But we go Pete. Pete. Kobe Mayo is on fire. We could take Kobe Mayo. Kobe and Colton is like doing their thing. Um, but yeah, Pete, Samuel, and I think it was Kobe. No, Pete. Oh, who was it? I can't see who saved right now. Pete, Gunner, and Kobe. Was that just the three? Taylor Ward is your heat check as well. Heat check that man. He's going 3 days in a row. He's not being pulled, but you can heat check him. Now, Atlanta versus San Diego. We are getting ready to close this out. Junior Richie, 5 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 6 to left, 1 to right, 6 to left, 1 to right the past 2 years as well. So this year and the last 2 years, it's the same stats. Decent K rate, averages around 5 to 6. Yeah, around 4, actually, I would say. But he's pretty decent. Gives it up to lefties. Your danger batters is Jackson Miro, Manny Machado, Gavin Sheets, Ty France, Xander Bogarts. Uh, your stack is Gavin Sheets, Ty France, Manny Machado, Rodolfo Duran, Samad Taylor, Xander Bogarts, Jackson Miro, Miguel Andujar, and Blake Hunt. Jackson Miro again. I think this is going to be the same stack as yesterday. Jackson Miro, Gavin Sheets, Manny Machado on the heat check. Those are the three. Can't do Atlanta. No pitcher on the mound. Um, and then Athletics versus San Francisco. Aaron Cavell or Aaron Seville. 8 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 8 to left, 4 to right as of this year, 16 to left, 12 to right the past 2 years. So wind is blowing out 11 miles an hour. Very, very nice. Danger batters is Casey, Eric, John, Bryce, Willie. The stack is Casey, Bryce, Willie, Raphael, Eric, Drew, Jonah, Victor, Matt. Casey could do it. Kind of been, well, he's 2 days late. I guess when I don't take them, that's when they go. I just haven't been paying attention. Bryce Eldridge for sure. Raphael Devers is the second. Um, Now I want to say this: Casey, Bryce Eldridge, Raphael Devers. Swap Raphael Devers out for Willie Adames. Really, if Willie Adames, Matt Chapman, or Raphael Devers go, they go. Not saying it like that. They look very nice. They can do it, especially against this pitcher. Wind blowing out to center field as well. If he gives it up to lefties and prioritizes that cutter that X's out Raphael Devers. So never mind. Casey Smith, Bryce Eldridge, and Willie Adames. You could swap Willie Adames out for Matt Chapman. I was liking Devers, but he don't. Oh, okay. He done changed it up a little bit. Okay. Never mind. We can take Devers. He didn't have nothing against this cutter like 2 days ago or a few weeks ago, I should say. So maybe his little slump, he's been turning it around like the past 2 weeks. So yeah, Devers is solid. We could take Devers today. We could take Bryce Eldridge. We can take Casey Smith. Now, if you're still not liking Devers, swap Devers out for Willie Adames or Matt Chapman. That's what we're going with. Um, yeah, Robbie Ray versus the Athletics. 4 home runs allowed the last 5 games, 1 to left, 13 to right, 5 to left. Well, 1 to left, 13 to right. So this year, 5 to left, 31 to right the past 2 years. We want a righty. Could give it up to a lefty, but we want a dang on righty, bro. 31 to righties is crazy. So we have Shea. Um, I mean, your stack, my bad. Your stack is Shea, Zach, Nick Kurtz, Max Muncy, Jonah, Tyler, Kobe, Joey Meneses, and who was the other person? Joey Meneses and Carlos Cortez. Look out for this Joey Meneses guy. He has a home run against them. Um, super sleeper, super. That's gonna be our sleeper. We did have Shay, Zach, and then Jonah. But let's go Shay, Zach, and this dang on Jonah Meneses guy. We go take him. We go see what he can do. So those are the three. That's the full slate breakdown. Going over the top 10 home run threats. Yeah, Wilson Contreras today, Cal Schwarber, JJ Bleday, Juan Soto, PCA, Jake Bowers. He's a lefty. Why is he being pulled? Wilson Contreras, Cal Schwarber, JJ Bleday, Juan Soto, PCA, Jake Bowers, Ian Happ, Jordan Alvarez, Bryce Harper, and then Hunter Goodman. This is actually solid besides Jake Bowers. He's being pulled, you can take him, but I don't see why he's getting pulled. If Nick Lodolo do not give it up to lefties, the only lefty that cranked off this man this year is Jordan. Jake Bowers isn't a Jordan. Could come and bite me in my behind. That sounds kind of crazy, but that could bite me in my behind, bro. Yeah, I'll post some slips, a slip or two, and that's all for the breakdown.